All right, let's talk about one of the coolest and maybe one of the quirkiest holidays on the calendar, Pi Day. It's a day that somehow brings together math, history, and yes, delicious desserts.
So, what do pie lovers and physicists have in common? I know it sounds like the setup for a really weird joke, right? But the answer is they both have a shared love for March 14th. So, what's the deal? What connects a warm apple pie to the formulas that run our universe? Let's dive in.
Now, you might have heard Pi Day called a holiday for math geeks. And you know what? It definitely started out that way. But over the years, it's totally blossomed into this global celebration that really anyone can get behind.
The reason for the date is actually super simple and elegant. March is the third month, and the day is the 14th. Put that together, and you get 3/14, which lines up perfectly with the first three digits of the number we're here to talk about, pi.
Okay, so what is pi anyway? It's one of those numbers that seems to pop up absolutely everywhere, from your middle school geometry class all the way to the most advanced space science. But at its heart, the idea is surprisingly simple. That's it. Seriously, if you take any perfect circle, I don't care how big or small, and you measure the distance all the way around it, that's the circumference, then you divide that by the distance straight across its middle, the diameter, the number you get will always be pi. It's just a fundamental truth of how circles work. Of course, pi doesn't just stop at 3.14. Oh no, it's what's called an irrational number, which means the digits go on forever and ever without ever repeating in a pattern. It's mind-boggling. But it's those famous first three digits, 3, 1, and 4, that give us the perfect date for our annual celebration.
The story of Pi Day isn't just about a number, though. It's a really cool journey through human history. It kicks off with ancient mathematicians puzzling over circles and brings us all the way to official recognition by governments. It's quite a story.
This timeline is amazing when you think about it. The hunt to understand pi started thousands of years ago with thinkers like Archimedes. But the idea of actually celebrating it, that's way more recent. It was 1988 when a physicist named Larry Shaw, who had the awesome nickname, the Prince of Pi, hosted the very first party in San Francisco. The idea just took off, eventually leading the US Congress to make it official in 2009, and then in 2019, UNESCO made it global as the International Day of Mathematics.
So, a holiday for a number has an official history and everything. But how do people actually celebrate it? Well, as you might imagine, the traditions range from the super delicious to the wonderfully nerdy.
The number one tradition, of course, is eating pie. Whether that's an apple pie or a pizza pie, it is the perfect circular food for the occasion. But people get way more creative. You've got baking contests, competitions to see who can recite the most digits of pi from memory, and even pie runs, where people jog for 3.14 miles or kilometers. And for the movie lovers out there, you can always fire up the 1998 thriller, Pi.
This dedication to pi hit its absolute peak back in 2015. On March 14th of that year, at exactly 9:26 and 53 seconds in the morning, the date and time lined up to represent the first 10 digits of pi, 3.141592653. I mean, that was a once-in-a-century moment for math lovers everywhere. Just incredible.
Okay, so let's get past the pies and the parties for a second. There's a much deeper reason we celebrate this number. Pi isn't just some mathematical party trick, it's a real cornerstone of how we understand and build our world. Because
this number is absolutely essential. It is woven into the very fabric of science and engineering. I'm not exaggerating when I say that without pi, so much of our modern technology and our scientific understanding just wouldn't be possible.
So, where do we actually use it? Well, it's in the basic physics formulas that tell us how things move. It's crucial for calculating waves like sound and light. It's a huge deal in computer graphics and space agencies. They rely on it for everything from plotting a course to Mars to keeping a satellite in orbit. Really, if you're dealing with anything round, anything that curves, or anything that moves in a cycle, you are dealing with pi.
And as if the day wasn't cool enough, March 14th has this unbelievably poignant and cosmic coincidence attached to it. It marks the day that one of history's greatest minds, Albert Einstein, was born. And on that very same date, another giant of science, Stephen Hawking, passed away. It's this strange, beautiful link on a day dedicated to a fundamental number of their universe. So you see, pi is so much more than just a number. It's really a symbol of our own curiosity, our endless search for knowledge. It connects geometry, science, and the natural world, reminding us all that there is a kind of hidden mathematical elegance to the universe we live in. And that is definitely something worth celebrating.